Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Legacy Evolution Shadow Striker. Now, I actually vaguely remember a leak that said Shadow Striker was going to be in the Velocitron subline. However, of course, that never happened and we instead got Shadow Strip. But, obviously, Shadow Striker would eventually make it into Legacy just as part of the main line. And, well, I kind of have mixed feelings about this. But, of course, before we get to that, we have to look at the box. Now, of course, we got the standard Legacy Evolution packaging. So here we got the picture of a vehicle mode. Standard, like a window. The Cyberverse universe, which I think is currently the latest universe release date wise. And yeah, I don't think we're going to get the EarthSpark universe in Legacy. This side we got a picture of her face, the picture of Shadow Striker herself. This side we got one half of the mural. The back got her in both modes. The Evo Fusion, which that gun looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? And well, got the QR code if you want to scan that, and that's pretty much it for the box. And we're looking at the figure. Well, she just transforms it into a standard sports car. And, well, I actually really like this vehicle mode. So, yeah, looking at the vehicle mode, of course, it's in her standard purple. She's got red rims. Unfortunately, got the clips there, but oh well. Got the back with the tail lights. Got the headlight detailing, which I think looks really nice. Here we've got visible head syndrome. Got a port if you want to plug on a weapon. Got this detailing, which again looks familiar. And the underneath, which is actually, well, that's actually quite clean. Like, there's no visible robot stuff. So, yeah. She rolls actually quite well. Like, you can actually roll her along pretty well. Like, instead of most figures who just slide along, Shadow Striker actually rolls along really well. In fact, she just drifted there. But, yeah, despite all the really good stuff about this vehicle mode, it does have its flaws. Main one being, I can't get the get the back of the car to tab in fully, and well, she parts forms. You actually have to take this off for the transformation. And, well, sure, it's weapons parts forming, but it's still parts forming. So if you lose this, then, yeah. So that's rather unfortunate. Although the back coming off does, again, seem rather familiar. Now, for accessories, well, if you want to count the back of the car being one, then go ahead, but She also comes with this gun, which just can just tap on the top of the vehicle like so. So yeah, this going on. You just plug in a blast effect, like so. So you can have this going on. So yeah. And well, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. And well, seeing how she has this engine, the fact that the back comes off, if you saw the Evo Fusion, yeah, it's kind of obvious. This is going to be a sideburn pre-tool. And you're probably thinking, what? Why is this going to be sideburn? Shadow Striker doesn't look like sideburn. But this is where my Transformers the Basics knowledge comes in. Because, well, not only is this meant to be not only is this meant to be Cyberverse Shadow Striker, but this is meant to be an homage to the original Shadow Striker, who in fact was a sideburn retool. So yeah, I can kind of see what they were going for. They were kind of going for an amalgamation between Cyberverse Shadow Striker and the original universe Shadow Striker. And with that knowledge, it kind of makes sense why she has elements of sideburn, like the engine here, the fact that the back comes off, the Evo Fusion weapon that the box shows, and, well, once you see the robot mode, well, yeah, that is just sideburn through and through. And well, I think I've pretty much just shown all that I have to show for the vehicle mode, so yeah, let's just move on to the transformation. I would do a side-by-side with my Super Sideburn figure, but, well, it's in storage, and it's probably piled upon a bunch of other figures in storage, and yeah. I would really love to do a side-by-side with those two, but yeah, Sideburns in storage, unfortunately. So let's just move on to the transformation. So to start off, let's just remove the back, which, yes, unfortunately this is parts forming, but if you remember the original Sideburn figure and well, by extension, Universe Shadow Striker had this come off as well to form a missile launcher, so yeah. But to start the actual transformation, we're going to take the top of the car, untap it, like so. Untap the arms and move them up. Untap the sides of the car and open them up. So now we have this going on. Untap the feet. Try and untap the thighs from this section. And we can try and lift this section up. Or in fact, it's easier to just move the legs down and then lift the top of the car up. So move the legs down and then lift up the car. continue moving the legs down, move the feet down, and tap the knees, which unfortunately on this side the tab's broken off. But yeah, be careful, it's kind of fragile. I'm going to push in the headlights. So now we got this going on. On this armature here, we're just going to, in fact, I actually forgot something. Split out the arms. And then move all this down. And she's already T-posing, and we're not at the articulation yet. But move the arms down. Then just move the top of the car out of the way. Then just take these flaps and move them down. And here we have Shadow Striker in robot mode. And yeah, you can already tell this is a sideburn. Like the chest design, the back pretty much kind of resembles Sideburn's back with these flaps. And the freaking top of the car is on her arm. Like, and even some subtle things like the insignia on the forearm. So yeah, it just doubles as both a prequel to Cyberburn and a sort of amalgamation between the Cyberverse and Universe versions of Shadow Striker. Although, yeah, this is clearly just going to be a Cyberburn pre-tool. But still, it's still exciting to know that we're going to be getting one of the Autobot brothers. Not just having a 360. Now there is a port on the back if you want to attach this onto the back, and I'll show that later. Looking at the head, of course that's the Cyberverse version of Shadow Striker's head. So yeah. And well, for accessories, of course, we can just give her the gun. Like so. But, come on, if you remember the Evo Fusion, we can take this, plug this onto the gun's barrel, and now it's a recreation of Sideburn's car exhaust missile launcher thing. So now she looks even more like Sideburn. So now, and of course you can just plug in the blast effect into here if you want. Or, I don't know, 3D print like a missile that looks like the original, I don't know. And of course there's ports on the feet for the Junkions, or in my case, more blast effects, because why not? No, it doesn't seem to be going in, but you get the point. Oh, this is one of Ronimus's. Yeah, I might get confused between those ones for quite a while. But point is, you can plug in whatever you want into these ports if you want. Yeah, well, plugging whatever you want into these ports, gimmick from Siege, is still prevalent 5 years later. Which leads me to the top of the car. Now, you don't have to remove this for the transformation, but this is removable and is separate from the box. So this could be counted as an accessory. So if you want, you could actually plug this into her back. Yeah, it's sort of a bit wobbly, but you can do this, and then this, I don't know, plug it in as a shield, like what Emgo did, or leave it off to the side, I don't know. But if you want to look looking more like a Cyberverse counterpart, then yeah, you don't have to have it on her arm. And in fact, if you remember the box, if I can actually get this plugged in correctly again, there we go. The box actually shows it on her, well, I actually have it on her left arm, but the box actually has it on her right arm. The reason I have it on her left arm is because, well, the original Cyberverse figure had it on his left arm. So, yeah, I'm just trying to be accurate to the original Cyberverse / Universe Shadow Striker figure. I don't know if I can just plug in the bumper here. There we go. So yeah, if you want this on her right arm, then go ahead. But yeah, I'm just trying to be accurate to the original Universe figure. When they do inevitably show Cyberverse, I might put this on her right arm. I don't know. But for now, it sits on her left arm. Now, for the articulation, well, she can look up and down. Of course, she can look both ways. Show it with this arm. She can move her arm up, although not fully, because it's attached to this. She can T-pose as per the transformation. She's got elbows, bicep rotation, wrist rotation. It's not really waist rotation, it's more up here. Right, yeah, it can rotate. She can kick forward. If you move these back, she can kick back. She's got knees. Do the splits. She can move her feet. And pivot. And one last thing, if you don't want to have her holding the gun, I have to take the back bit off again for this. There's actually a port there that you can just plug this into. Oh, damn it, I have this on backwards. But you can just plug the gun into there. And, well, now it's stored away. So, yeah. Or, of course, you can just plug this onto the back bit there, but if you want more concealed weapon storage, then that's an option. So, yeah. And well, that's pretty much all I have to say about this figure. So, complaints? Well, kind of a few, actually. One, this actually does wobble quite a bit, especially if you're just trying to attach it on, and that can be quite annoying. The second complaint, I find the transformation a little bit fiddly, especially trying to tab the front of the car into the legs. So, yeah, this is one of those fiddly transformations, unfortunately. Third, she can be kind of fragile in some areas, like a tab broke off just before I started recording, so yeah. Also, you actually have to remove this for the transformation. It's not like, oh, you can just leave it on. Like, that's where it normally plugs on. You can probably still have it. No, you actually do have to take it off of the transformation, so you could potentially lose it and just have an incomplete car mode. So, yeah. And the only reason that it comes off is to recreate Cyberverse's missile launcher gimmick. And yeah, to be honest, I think Cyberverse's missile launcher gimmick was way cooler than this. But yeah, they can't really recreate that now with a modern day budget and all that, but still. But I still do appreciate the attempt, just maybe have it so it can come off for the EVA Fusion, but not be required for the transformation. So, yeah. Do I recommend this figure? I'd say... Because I'm trying to think. Like, Shadow Striker didn't really have that many figures back in the Cyberverse days. Like, there was that Ultra Class one. Although, that was a gimmicky figure, so... She didn't really get the full-on Deluxe Class treatment like a few others did in Cyberverse, did she? So if you want a good Shadow Striker to go for your collection, then maybe. But yeah, this one's kind of hard to say because, like, it's a Shadow Striker for your collection, yeah, but I'd say maybe wait for the sideburn to see how that turns out. I don't know. I'll just say if you want her, then sure. But if you really, really hate how this looks, then yeah, I'm not forcing you to get her. Because I'm gonna be honest. I just really want to see what the sideburn looks like. So, yeah. Well, this has been my review on Legacy Evolution Shadow Striker. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.